Premier League West Ham United vs Liverpool prediction, team news, lineups preview. Reeling from their gut-wrenching derby defeat in midweek, Liverpool will endeavour to reignite their Premier League title hopes when they travel to the London Stadium to face West Ham United on Saturday afternoon. The Hammers are also seeking to return to winning ways, having lost their last two top-flight fixtures in disappointing fashion against Fulham and Crystal Palace. Match preview. Following Arsenal's thumping 5-0 victory over Chelsea on Tuesday, the pressure was on Liverpool to respond with a positive result against Merseyside rivals Everton to ensure that they remain within touching distance of the Premier League leaders. However, Jurgen Klopp's men were deservedly beaten 2-0 at Goodison Park on Wednesday, with Jared Branthwaite and Dominic Calvert-Lewin netting either side of half-time to condemn the Reds to their second league defeat in 3 matches, denting their title hopes in the process. While captain Virgil van Dijk has surprisingly questioned the desire of his teammates, Klopp acknowledged after the match that his side were simply not good enough and has apologised for their abject performance. The German has also admitted that Liverpool need a crisis at Man City and Arsenal to remain in the three-way title race. With 4 matches left to play, Liverpool sit third in the Premier League table and 3 points behind leaders Arsenal, while reigning champions Man City have climbed to second following their statement 4-0 win at Brighton Hove Albion on Thursday, and they have a game in hand. Amid reports that Feyenoord boss Arne Slot is set to succeed Klopp as Liverpool manager in the summer, the Reds will welcome an encounter with West Ham on Saturday, as they have already beaten the Hammers twice this season in all competitions by an aggregate score of 8-2. Following up a 3-1 league win in September with a convincing 5-1 victory in the EFL Cup 3 months later. Liverpool have only won more Premier League games against Crystal Palace 13 than they have against West Ham 12 under the tutelage of Klopp. However, this is the 11th different campaign in which the Reds have faced the Hammers on 3 or more occasions, and they have never beaten them 3 times in any of their previous 10. Like Liverpool, West Ham find themselves down in the dumps following a poor run of form that has derailed their season, winning just one of their last 7 Premier League games. Since coming from behind to beat Wolverhampton Wanderers 2-1 at Molineux, the Hammers have suffered back-to-back defeats at the hands of Fulham and Crystal Palace. The latter put them to the sword 5-2 at Selhurst Park last weekend. West Ham were 3 goals down inside the opening 20 minutes and then conceded a 4th in the 31st minute against a clinical Eagles outfit, who added a 5th through Jean-Philippe Mateta just after the hour mark to condemn the Hammers to their 12th league defeat of the season. David Moyes was left embarrassed and disappointed after West Ham's atrocious defeat, which leaves them sitting 8th in the table and 2 points behind 7th-placed Newcastle United, who have a game in hand, while they have slipped 5 points behind 6th-placed Manchester United following their 4-2 win over Sheffield United. The Hammers head into Saturday's contest having won only one of their last 8 league games on home soil, beating Brentford 4-2 in February, and after losing 2-0 to Fulham in their most recent match at the London Stadium, they will be seeking to avoid suffering consecutive home losses for the first time since a run of 3 in November/December 2022. However, success against Liverpool could prove challenging, as West Ham have been beaten 12 times in their last 14 Premier League meetings with the Reds, losing each of their last 5 since a 3-2 home victory in November 2021. Team news. West Ham have been boosted by the return to training of Jared Bowen, who missed the defeat at Palace with a back problem. The Englishman and defender Konstantinos Mavropanos' ankle will be assessed ahead of kickoff, but Saturday's game will come too soon for Neefegerd ankle. Alphonse Areola was fit to make the substitute's bench last time out after recovering from a groin injury, and he is expected to take the place of Łukasz Fabianski between the sticks on Saturday. While changes further up the pitch, particularly in defense and midfield, will also be considered by Moyes. Both Ben Johnson and Aaron Cresswell will be hoping to force their way into the first 11. As will midfielder Calvin Phillips, although Tomas Soucek and Edson Alvarez will likely keep their places just behind James Ward-Prowse, while Lucas Paqueta and Mohamed Kudus could provide support for Michail Antonio up front. As for Liverpool, Diogo Jota hip, Connor Bradley foot, Thiago Alcantara muscle, Joel Matip and Ben Doak both knee all remain sidelined as they continue to recover from injury. Cody Gakpo missed the midweek defeat at Everton due to his partner going into labour, but Klopp has confirmed that the Dutchman is available to feature on Saturday. Mohamed Salah and Darwin Núñez have been off the boil in recent weeks, but they both scored in the reverse league fixture against West Ham at Anfield and are expected to retain their places in attack alongside Luis Diaz. West Ham United possible starting lineup: Areola, Caufel, Zuma, Agurd, Emerson, Alvarez, Soucek, Kudus, Ward-Prowse, Paqueta, Antonio. Liverpool possible starting lineup: Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Quansah, Van Dijk, Robertson, Szoboszlai, Endo, Mac Allister, Sulla, Núñez, Diaz. We say, West Ham United 1-2 Liverpool. Victory is of the essence for both of these out-of-form clubs as they attempt to enhance their hopes of achieving their respective targets this season. But it will be Liverpool who enter Saturday's contest as favourites considering their recent record over West Ham. The Hammers have the credentials to cause problems for the Reds in the final third, especially if Bowen is fit to return, but we believe Klopp's side will find a way to bounce back and claim maximum points. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.